For me, teaching is a reciprocal relationship. I learn as much from the students as the students might learn from me. I started composing. I think if you think of composing as basically making music, creating your own music, I've probably been doing that for as long as I can remember. I used to make up songs as a kid. In high school, I had a very supportive teacher who taught me some music theory and harmony, and I used to create my own part writing without any words because I just did the music. And then that turned into an interest that I pursued in college and then in graduate school as well. In composition lessons, I think of myself as an educated sounding board, someone who can be in the role that the student is in, where they are the ones creating the piece. I almost feel like, what if I were creating this piece? What are some things I might question or want to do? I try to ask a lot of questions of the student to get a better sense, for one, of their intentions, but a lot of times the questions also might allow the students to think a little bit more deeply. The idea of working with me as a composition teacher is to be able to dig deeper and produce really sophisticated work of high quality. For our composition lessons, we tend to focus a lot on chamber music and solo music. And the reason for that is where a composer can really hone their craft. Their melodic writing, their harmonic writing, how they think about timbre, how they think about form and how a piece develops, the right sense of pacing. All of these kinds of things can be really honed within a solo or chamber ensemble piece. That being said, we do have more advanced students who have been given an opportunity to write for a large ensemble, and then we shepherd those pieces as well. At Lawrence, we have a chance to have students perform their music every term. We have a composition studio recital, and students put on performances of their work. So there's a continuous process of writing a piece and workshopping it, having it performed, and so on. We also have some wonderful ensembles here and some great collaborators like the Gamelan Ensemble. We have a pretty robust film studies program, and music theater program as well, and we've had composers work in all of those areas to pursue different interests that they might bring. I think the number one aspect of a composer to be successful is professionalism, and that might be how you put your score together. Is it clear? Is it understandable? How you interact with performers, are you respectful of their time? How do you coach them in a way that really allows them to bring out their own creativity? So some of those basic elements are very important for a successful composer, because when you have a commission or when you're requested to write a piece, and if you write it on time and you write it well for those instruments and you work in a collegial and respectful way, those performers are going to share that information to other performers, and then other performers will commission you, and that builds. So ultimately, I think that is one of the best things you could do.